Hello everyone and welcome to episode 4 of MyGM on the Xbox One here on Klein92 TV. Heading into this episode, I'm showing you guys the Draft Express mock draft. You can see that the order of the draft is a little bit messed up. They do not have Karl Anthony Towns and Jahlil Okafor going number 1 and number 2, and I was a little bit nervous about that mock draft. I was worried that the order would be a little bit messed up, so I set up another MyGM. I simulated the whole season, and in the draft following that season, the order was realistic, so we don't have anything to worry about on that front. Right now, I am showing you guys the award races, and it doesn't look like anyone on our team is set to win an award this season, but I kind of expected that going into the first season with this Jazz team. And for those of you that do not know, we only have 2 episodes left with the Jazz in this season. I'm assuming we're not going to make the playoffs because we are in the bottom half of the league. And in case you guys didn't notice this, I made a trade at the beginning of this episode with the Philadelphia 76ers. Currently, they are by far the worst team in the entire NBA, so I traded them our first round pick next year, along with the Wizards' first round pick, for their first round pick this year, which could be the first pick of the entire draft. So right now it's looking like we're going to get the first pick from the Sixers, and our pick will be anywhere between the 5th to the 7th pick of the draft, and I'm hoping I can get Justice Winslow. If I need to trade up a little bit to get him, I will, but we desperately need a small forward on this team. Tobias Harris only has 1 year left on his contract. Currently he's being paid I think around $3 million per year, and he's definitely going to want more money, and I don't think he's worth anything more than $7 million, and I know he's going to ask for more than that, and I do not want to pay him that much. Anyways, heading into this gameplay, we are playing the Los Angeles Lakers in Los Angeles, led by Kobe Bryant, the Black Mamba, and basically a whole bunch of other players that don't really do much on this team. But while the Lakers are not the best team, they are a good matchup for the Jazz, especially when considering that we haven't had the best season up to this point. So 5 minutes into the first quarter of this game, Jordan Clarkson on the fast break, he's going to back it up and try to slow down the offense, give it to Kobe Bryant in the post, and once he gets that fadeaway jumper to go, there is just no stopping this Lakers team. Just a couple plays later, Kobe Bryant has the ball, and you can see that I have Victor Oladipo playing defense on him. Come the second half, I switch up some of my defensive plans, and I put Tobias Harris on him on defense, mainly because I think Harris is probably the best defender on this entire team. And you can see that the Jazz are not starting off this game really strong. We were just down by 8 points, now down by 5. Jordan Clarkson with the crossover and the jump shot right over Derek Favors. He gets that to go, and if we want to have a chance of winning this game, we are going to need to step up on defense. But look at KJ McDaniels flying over the defender, both of them falling in air, and he still gets that layup. Less than 10 seconds left in the first quarter. I give up an open 3, but he blows it. We get the rebound. 4 seconds left. Pass it over. Alley-oop to Iman Shumpert with less than 1 second left in the first quarter. I cannot believe we ran the entire court in just 3 seconds and got that dunk to go. And after that crazy last second dunk in the first quarter, we have some momentum going into the second quarter of this game. But look at that pass by Udrih, jumping, faking the shot, and they still get that layup. Now here's KJ McDaniels. He's falling, getting hit, and getting the and one at the hoop. We're just picking at this lead at this point. Trey Burke is trying to get that crossover to go. We're going to give it to Tobias Harris. He's got the smaller Kobe Bryant playing defense on him, and he's going to take advantage of that mismatch. We're approaching the end of the first half. Here's Corey Brewer blowing the layup, and you know the Jazz are going to run the fast break. Trey Burke is taking it up, out to Oladipo at the three-point line, and down to Derek Favors. I do not know why they left Corey Brewer on Derek Favors in the paint. If they put Corey Brewer on Derek Favors this entire game, there is no doubt in my mind that we're going to walk away with the win. So there's around 1 minute left in the second quarter. I'm hoping we can get another buzzer beater. Here is Jeremy Lin with the jump shot right over Dante Exum, and that makes it a 3-point lead for the Lakers. Here's Jeremy again. I think he's going to drive, so I back up, and he knocks down that three-pointer to give them a 6-point lead. I'm going to try to go for another buzzer beater out to Victor Oladipo. He's going to run to the right side with the jump shot, and he gets another last-second shot. Both in the first and the second quarter of this game, we got shots off and made them with less than just 1 second left. So going into the second half, we are down by 4 points on the Lakers. When you consider that we were down by 8 earlier in this game, it's pretty impressive that we were able to come back. Nevertheless, the Jazz are going to need to come back in the second half of this game. The Lakers are one of the worst teams in the entire NBA, and it would just be embarrassing for us to lose to them. And I know going into the second half of this game, I'm going to need to put the ball in the hands of Derek Favors. The Lakers have a pretty nice set of guards with Kobe Bryant and Jeremy Lin, but they have very weak bigs on this team. They have the young Julius Randle, who hasn't really developed yet in this league, and they also have Jordan Hill, who is a decent center, but I do think that Derek Favors could easily beat him out one-on-one. So early into the third quarter, Jordan Clarkson is being careless with the ball, and Tobias Harris at the other end with that great dunk. That is exactly the way I wanted to start off the second half of this game, and we can just keep up plays just like that. We should be able to walk away with the win. So here's Corey Brewer running into the paint. We have 3 defenders on him. There's no way that is going to go in. We're going to run the fast break outlet to Tobias Harris, and again we get another fast break basket. So early in the third quarter, neither team is really getting on a roll. It seems like we're scoring and then the Lakers are just coming right back. There is a great pass by Jordan Clarkson into the paint for an and one right there. So the Lakers have a 2-point lead. Clarkson running into the paint and Tobias Harris with the block. He's having an amazing second half. Iman's jumper outlet to Trey Burke for another dunk in this third quarter. And you already know, after a play like that, I gotta give the ball back to Trey Burke with the floater right up at the basket. And plays just like that is the reason why I decided to start Trey Burke over Dante Exum. Just overall, he has been playing better in these games. He has a better outside shot, he can drive, and those are just some things that Dante Exum is still trying to develop in this game. So 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Derek Favors gets the positioning down low and he gets that dunk. So heading into the fourth quarter, the Jazz are on a roll, but it is still anyone's game. Iman Shumpert misses that layup. Kobe Bryant with the rebound. He's going to go coast to coast over Victor Oladipo for that little mid-range jumper. That makes it just a 1-point game. Here is Dante Exum with the ball. He's going to pass it out to Oladipo. He has Corey Brewer playing defense on him with the step back, and that goes through. You can tell that the Jazz are starting to catch fire. We're starting to get into our groove. KJ McDaniels has the ball, and they're sagging off on defense, and he's going to knock down that three-pointer. So now the Jazz have our largest lead of the entire game. We're up by 6. Kobe with the fadeaway over Iman Shumpert, and Shumpert was playing great defense there too. 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Derek Favors is going to go into the post, fake one way, and go the other with that fadeaway. We take back that 6-point lead. We're going to give it right back to Derek Favors. I think they have Ed Davis playing defense on him. He's going to make the same move, this time on the right side of the hoop, and that goes in as well. So they're going to give it to Kobe here with the fake. Another fadeaway, and he misses it finally this time. Iman Shumpert's running the fast break. He's going to pass it down low to Oladipo, and we take a 10-point lead. The Jazz are just making a great run towards the end of this game when it absolutely matters. Kobe Bryant is taking the ball up court. I have KJ McDaniels playing defense on him. He's going to go into the post with the step back jumper. That goes through, but it may be too little too late. The Jazz still have an 8-point lead with under 2 minutes left. Oladipo gets a nice screen from Tobias Harris. He will make that free throw line jumper, and we take back that 10-point lead. Here's KJ McDaniels getting into the open, and the dunk at the hoop over Jordan Hill, and just a highlight play to finish out this game by KJ McDaniels. That is exactly what we needed. So 6 seconds left in the game. The Lakers are gonna lose this, but look at Corey Brewer still trying to make highlight plays and do fadeaways, and we need to punish the Lakers for plays like that. So we're gonna pass it to Derek Favors with the open mid-range jumper and a buzzer beater to basically end this game. Your final score will be 95-85, a dominating performance by the Utah Jazz. The Jazz have now won 2 games in a row after having a pretty rough start at the beginning of this series. We're starting to get back into our groove and win some games, but when you think about it, these games don't really mean much for the organization. They may actually be hurting us in the long run, and that is because the Jazz are trying to get a top pick in the draft, and the more games that we win, the lower our draft pick becomes. So to finish out this episode, I'm going to show you guys all the trades that are going on in the league right now, just so you guys have a better idea of who is on what team. Anyways, I hope you guys had a fun time watching this video. Be sure to have a great day. God bless you guys. Bye.